What's up, YouTube? We back with another reaction. We're here today reacting to YSL Woody. Let's get into the video.
Yes,
So
she named me that.
This goes all the way back.
Yes.
So take us all the way back, because the world knows you, right? But they don't know you
They know me.
They know you based on the lens that was given, and they said, well, this is who you do. This is who he is, and if you don't speak to them, that's kind of just the way they'll look at it, anyways, right? And I'm giving you that space now. You know, the people are here. Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Canterville. I grew up in a lot of neighborhood around them. Grady, Hospital. Yeah.
So you went through a lot out there, right? Like we know, again, based on what others have told us, we know a little bit about you, right? But I want to know how you came to be, right? Like back home, mom, dad, were they around? What's the story with that?
Okay.
You know, your come up. So how was it like coming up in your home?
Okay. I'm gonna go back to 2001. I was like, what, about 19, something like that. My dad died for cancer, but we were staying in Bourne home. That's on Bankhead. Lost my dad then. We moved back to Mechanicsville, and 2008 I lost my mama. When I lost my mama, I was just like, well, this the only person that care about me. This is what my life was based off my mama. She the only one had that control over me. So when she died, I removed myself from the rest of my family and just took to the streets. I had a best friend named DB, and me and him just hang out a lot. Kick it every day. We went to school together now. So one day he ended up getting killed, and when he got killed, it was like, I lost my mama. Now I just lost my friend. Like he ain't living like that. He just want to get him some money and be fly. So I had to go terrorize. That's what I did. I terrorized for a little minute. Then my name started, getting around. People started, trying to get around me, reach out to me and call me, and it went from there.
So when you just mentioned losing your mom and your best friend, I noticed that initially you didn't talk about losing your dad at that time. How old were you when you lost your dad?
I was like 10. He was there, you know what I mean, but I was young, so it didn't really affect me as much because I was young. It affected me, longer, but my mama was my everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure. So what was your mom's like, what are the memories you have of your mother coming up, of the things that she tried to instill in you and who she was?
Well, my birthday July 25th, my mama's birthday July 28th. So since I remember, every year me and her had our birthdays together. So
change things after that.
Yeah, I ain't celebrate. I celebrated my birthday one time. That was because everybody from my neighborhood was like, "Come on, let's do it." That was like 2014. So I went with everybody and just had a pool party. A lot of people came out to show love, but it be fake. So after that, I just didn't do it no more. Cause I'm used to. I don't let go. I never let go of my mama.
Yeah, that's the one thing I fear. I don't know if and it's the one thing all men fear, right? Is losing mom. Like, and we could pretend. I could pretend right now. Oh, I'll be like this if I lose her. Or I'll be able to maintain composure when I lose her. But most of us would lose ourselves.
Right. And that's why I tell people when I see them disrespect their mama, like, you're gonna hurt when she ain't here.
Facts.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. You'll never be okay again. No matter how you try to carry yourself, it's just in your mind. You're gonna always feel you need somebody, and there's only one person that's gonna ever have your back, no matter what you do, no matter what choices you make. Everybody else gonna be like, yeah, I got you. But when you really need somebody to count on, it's only your mama. So.
Facts. I've been in a lot of situations. One person you could call on is your mom. The only person.
I like mama. And that's what
Get a lot more for way less.
your pops, that's never fun too, but it's nothing like mama.
Yeah,
You
it's,
know what
it's
I
nothing.
mean? It's nothing like mama. Like literally your source, where we came from. You know, anyone and all of us. Nobody came here any other way through any other portal. So yeah, that's definitely a big one. And then having that constant reminder right around your birthday kind of takes it out for you too. And it's like I could try to put on and enjoy myself, but then you end up doing it for others, and you end up being upset at your own festivities. It's like, man, y'all cut this shit out.
So I distract myself though. So that's what I do. I find something to stop me from thinking, and I just do it. Whatever stop me from thinking, I just do it. But I like to see other people smile. So when I do get depressed, I'm gonna make somebody smile. It'll make me feel better.
Yeah. Good.
How old were you when you lost her?
17.
So like, pretty much, 17 years old is where you feel like you actually like you lost yourself.
Nah, I gave up on myself for so long. Like I didn't care. I didn't care at all. Not one bit.
There was nobody around that tried to tie
I wasn't
it
gonna
in.
let nobody be around. Yeah, I didn't care. Anytime I felt like somebody was gonna get me to that point where I started to care, I removed them. I removed myself from them people.
And so you mentioned that at around that time is when you started to terrorize. At what like timestamp in there were you making music? Was it before you lost your mom or?
No, I started making music after I got the feds,
Okay.
like 2019. Just trying something to get a different path. You know what I mean? And so I want to go back to that environment. But it didn't work out, and I went back to that environment and went back to jail again and again. So.
And you dealt with a lot. It ain't like you just went to jail when you were dealing with a clean system. The system was corrupt for you coming up too.
Right. So my first time going to jail was for carrying a weapon under 18. The police, they just pulled up and said I matched the description of a suspect, and I had a gun in my back pocket.
Yeah.
And once he did what he did to me, he was like, well, I ain't gonna put all these felonies on you. I'm just give you a break. So I went to jail. I bonded out. 5 years later, they want to make me plead guilty to that. 5 years. That's a misdemeanor. So.
Were you like 17 or something like that, and they try to like direct file you and then
right
do that whole thing, or what?
So I caught that charge right before I turned 18.
Yeah.
So on my 18th birthday, I was back in jail.
I was surprised they didn't try to charge you as an adult at that around
No,
that time.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Atlanta, you get charged as an adult at 17.
But trying to come back from 5 years later, come on, man.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
See, they dirty. What they wanted they wanted on my history. They wanted on my background. See, people don't know that. Now, when you plead guilty, okay, we think we pay for our punishment. But if we continue to get in trouble later on down the line, they're going to use that against us again.
Career criminal.
Right? So it's real tricky. And now that what I know, I would never plead guilty to nothing else. Take me to trial. Because they don't have a case where they try to scare us into pleading guilty. Yeah. And intimidate us.
Oppression.
Yeah.
And they do a good job of it. Like you're talking. I tell people all the time. I try to tell these kids. I'm like, you'll think that.
What is their strategy though?
The bullshit.
No, they hold us in jail, knowing that we are anxious to go home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct. And you're
right. Yeah.
So you in a position like, get me home.
That's what they're gonna tell you. If you sign right now, you can go home today.
Uh-huh.
And people been in jail 6, 7 months, a year, or whatever. All my whole history is bull jump, but I can't complain about it because of the things that, I was. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. So, you getting a chance now, right? Speaking of that, to tell the kids what not to do when they get locked up. What would you say to them?
Don't get locked up. I tell them to hang by themselves. Ain't no people be talking about loyalty and I got your back. Nobody never know what nobody gonna do until it's time to be in this situation. Everybody can talk, everybody can say what they want to say. Because you gotta understand, betrayal don't come because it's already in your mind. It comes when
circumstance.
Right. When you be there for people, and then when it's time for people to be there for you, they gone. So you sitting there like, man, what is it? It's just me. It's just so kids always be out here worshiping the wrong things because they don't got no real guidance. That's why I tell my nephew now, man, be your own self. Be your own dirt. Can't nobody say I did anything. I don't need nobody to go with me to do nothing. Piss me off. You don't never hear Woody them. You hear Lil Woody.
Do you feel like that separation, because you lose your mom, your best friend, you alienate yourself from everybody?
Well, you know you have choices when it comes.
That made things darker, did it not?
So see, God working in mysterious ways. And, you know, a lot of people be surprised to hear me talk like that, right? Because when I lost my friend, I lost it. I was telling people what I was going to do and I was doing it. I didn't care. I was telling them, come on. But in the midst of all of that, my baby mama had my daughter. And I used to sneak down. When I used to be, like, held so much on me, because I really heard about my friend dying, I used to go down to the hospital by myself and just sit there and watch her. And she was fighting for her life. As I watched her fight for her life, and she started to develop because she was born early. Once she started to develop, I was like, dang, I really got a child. And I thought about the Lil Wayne song. I lost my brother to a gun and had a little girl. And it's just, I just sit there and just watch her and just cry. But she slowed me down. She slowed me all the way down. And that's why I'm here today. Because if she wasn't born, I would have been dead a long time ago, because they weren't going to put me in no jail.
Yeah, that's something that happens a lot, especially when you lose both parents. Especially when young, but just in general, you kind of find yourself in a situation where you like, shit, what's going to happen to me? What worse can happen to me? What worse can happen?
Nah, I don't even think about it.
No.
I don't even think about it. You don't care about what can happen.
Right.
You just know what you're going to do to others.
But now you have a reason. That little girl kind of put a...
She made me think. You feel me? Like...
Said it made you slow down.
Yeah.
At what age was this?
When
you had your daughter?
2014. So I forgot ages, everything at that point.
Yeah. I say that because obviously it's been a while, right? Mm-hmm. I'm new to it. So I'm new to being a father to a daughter. And I could already tell, like, in all the places that it changes me, because I'm so used to a man's world. You know what I mean? And dealing with a daughter changes everything. Right. You know, so it's definitely something where it softens you up in the way you communicate and everything. So there was a gap of when you decided to go out and terrorize versus when you had your daughter.
So I was already terrorizing. Yeah. Even when she was born, I still was doing what I wanted to do to people. But not only did I had another daughter, but I was on it. I have split personalities. You piss me off, I don't care about nothing. But I care a lot. So if you don't bother me, I don't bother you. But my other daughter, you know, they took me through we both took each other through unnecessary problems.
You and the baby mother?
My first daughter, okay. Yes. I was wild. I didn't know if the child was mine at the time, and I was giving them a hard time. They were giving me a hard time. And, you know, I took a DNA test, and it came back mine. But they didn't know, like, she was saying she was pregnant before my baby mama was. And my mama, before she ever left this world, she always used to tell me I can't have kids. So, you know, it programmed in my mind. So a girl said, she's pregnant by me, I know you lying.
Show me.
Yeah. So when the DNA papers came back, my older sister read it, and then she told me, and I was like, dang. Because I done had a baby on my baby mama.
Oh, shit.
So I'm like, damn, how I'm gonna figure this out? So, you know, I went to them, and I tried to be slick, like, hey, look, keep it between us, I'm gonna do my part. I mean, like, don't do that for the media. Because I did clown them for the media. But when they got the papers, they wanted to go to the media. I was like, I'm gonna teach y'all a lesson about playing with me. I don't care about the media. I'm gonna handle business for real. So, you know, I neglected my child. And, you know, my sister, she was still getting my child, you know, behind my back. Because I was so possessed. But with my other daughter, it was like she brought out the other side of me. So, and then I was still in the streets. So, after a certain amount of time, then certain other things started taking place. And I gotta think now because I got someone to love and to be there for. So, now I got her and a lot of other stuff trying to come back on me. I gotta try to figure it out. I can't crash out no more. It was real hard for me, man. I didn't know what to do. Like, it was real hard. People doing this, doing that. I can't let nobody put pressure on me, man. I gotta defend us. So once I started, defending me and my family, nobody wouldn't ride with me. They talking about a gang. Nah, that was me by myself. You know what I mean? Like, about my family. I had my brother, he real hard on me. He told me, you don't put us in this situation right here, you this and that and third. So now I gotta go step harder. But as I'm stepping hard, I know the police on me. It just was so confusing, man. So, God made a way for me.
And your best friend, was he a part, like, was he with you through all that? Or it all just happened after?
Yeah, like, after he died, it was just like, at first I didn't hang with nobody outside of my neighborhood. But when he died, I started realizing people from other neighborhoods were more cooler than the ones from my neighborhood and had my back. So once I started dealing with other people in other neighborhoods, I started liking them more. I still love my neighborhood, and I'm gonna ride by everybody from it.
When you realize bloating.
But yeah, I started doing other stuff and meeting other people and going other places. Went from there.
So around that time, you're in trouble. Now, speaking about your children, I know that there was an instance where, somebody tried to take a shot at you when you were with your daughter, right? And that was not the first time. That was the second time that happened to you.
No, I think it was the first time, only time.
There's a story of you being on in a car driving on the thruway and they tried to take your life.
So now with my daughter, it was just one incident.
Yeah, no, with your daughter was after. But what I was saying is that happened to you with your daughter around, and it's happened to you prior with just you, where somebody has tried to attempt to take your life.
Right.
So when that occurred, that was how much longer before the incident with your daughter the first time?
Oh, this was like every day. Because they thought I was going to be scared. I ain't backing down. That's the last thing I'm going to do, cause me scared. So, when some stuff took place, I had everybody telling me, just lay low, just chill. I ain't chilling while nobody doing that to my people. You know what I mean? But I was forced to because of certain stuff. But, yeah, I came back out. And I put my chest all the way out. And, the police, they want to target me. But they don't care about what nobody do to me. They just want to sit there and figure out how they going to get me off the street. And I fell for it. I tricked myself. I ain't going to blame nobody else.
So they tried to take you out in retaliation?
Nah. Taking somebody out, it's not hard. Just pull up and do them, especially somebody like me. I'm on the block. I'm out there. People ride by like, this man standing. Yes, I'm standing right here. So that was when I was on that timing. You feel me? Like, because if I had a problem with you, you stand on that block.
I know.
I ain't trying to go back and forth.
Yeah, you take care of your business right from the jump. Now, that was all because of the YFN Lucci beginning?
Nah, I'm just speaking in general.
Did they, because I know that they accused you of doing it, so you had those threats on your life.
Atlanta accused me.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't care for it. When some stuff happened, everybody in Atlanta was like, Woody did it. I'm like, okay, well, do something to me about it. You know what I mean? And that was just it. I can't speak on it. So.
Yeah, I imagine. But when that occurred and your daughter was present, did that change the way you looked at, like, puffing your chest out and being out in public? Do you feel like that made you be a little bit more protective because she was there with you?
I was already protective. I mean, I am who I am. So you know, when I walked out the house and I seen the car, I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm pretty sure you know that from how I came here.
Yeah.
I'm a peep the scene. I'm gonna watch everything moving as best as I can. And if I got people with me, I'm gonna make them watch too. So when I came out the house, I looked to the left and see the cars. Like, don't play with me. Y'all playing just sitting right here at the stop sign. But I was just praying to God that, you know, I could have did what I wanted to do to them. I just didn't want to be no innocent people. And when I seen there were no innocent people, you know, I showed them that, hey man, don't play with me. I mean, y'all ain't coming to have no business, don't play with me. Shot their ass up. You know what I mean? And went from there. But I couldn't really, if they never locked me up, I wouldn't be here today. Because I wasn't gonna let it go. But the police knew that. Because I'm not scared. Don't do that to me. Now, I mean, if you're gonna do it, go all the way. Don't give me no chance to come back. Because I'm not bothering nobody. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
At some point you disconnected, right? Emotionally from everything. Do you feel like you're able to find peace through it all, being there?
To my what? At the scene?
Like you mentioned earlier when you came out here to South Florida, you felt peace. Are you able to feel peace at home?
No, I don't want to feel peace. I want to be right there in the middle of it. I want my guards to stay up. I want to stay looking over my shoulder. Because every time somebody let their guards down and stop doing it, that's when they get got.
So you went through, I'm guessing that this just, the shit that you went through in the streets ain't the only betrayal. Like you dealt with betrayal because you don't, the loyalty as far as who you trust is probably limited to none.
So, yeah, I was raised different. I was raised with my family. Before I had friends, my cousins was my friend. We never gonna betray we family.
You don't even think about it.
Yeah, you don't
it's
think
not
about
even
it.
A thing.
Yeah, it's just like, so when I start hanging with people in the street, I'm treating them like they my cousin. They like, we family. So it's like, when you get to hang around certain people and then you go to seeing what they doing, like, oh, but I don't do that. Like, whatever if me and you cool, can't nobody stop me and you from being cool but you. And once you cross me, ain't no coming back. That line been drawn. I'll stay away from you, but if I feel like you're a threat to me, then we just gonna get it going. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Hey, bro, I don't like you. See me handling the business, because when I see you, I'm gonna handle the business. This just bottom line.
But you gotta be exhausted living like that too at the same time.
It's life. You can't lie. I'm exhausted now because it's like, okay, I paid for my punishment. I went through the process, and then I'm being sucked back into that mindset. You feel me? Like, I done built my mind up to a different view of life. You feel what I'm saying? And now it's like, okay, y'all trying to drag me back into that mindset. Now I'm dragged back in that mindset. What y'all gonna do once I release these demons out into the world? Cause these kids and these little boys on Instagram wanna play. Like, I be praying that nobody try to get clout in the street, cause I'm telling you, I'm gonna take it there. And I don't want to. And you see me, I'm smiling, and I'm telling you, I put my hand behind my back, that means I don't want no problem. I ain't scared to say, okay, bro, you got it. You feel what I'm saying? But if you're gonna do something to me, make sure you go up top with it. Because I'm not gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna get whoever I can get.
So you've been like that for a long ass time. You've basically grown up in that mindset, and you talk about how in your neighborhood you weren't with the people out there. So did you leave your neighborhood or did you stay in that area? Is that like, because I don't know about Atlanta personally, right? I know there's zone 1 through 6, right?
I'm out there every single day. Just because I ain't hanging in certain areas that I used to hang in, it's because of the police. I don't got nothing against none of them out there. If they got something against me, they mad at it. You know what I mean? Because they already know I don't gauge them. I don't did more for mostly anybody than anybody ever did for me. It ain't too many people walking on earth can say I did more for Woody than what he did. I don't know one person that can say they did more for me than I did for them. But one dude, and they came in behind the music. But other than that, nah, ain't nobody ever did more for me. And when I say behind the music, I'm talking about family members. You know what I mean? I ain't, to be more specific.
Yeah. So life, just kind of growing up and all of that, right? And I look at when I try to speak to people about like trying to get out of there, right? Having a family and you got all the reasons to get out. Why do you feel like you want to still be there? Especially with music, right? And I think music has been the most dominant space where everybody speaks on loyalty, but we always find out very few of them have it. There's like the separations always happen immediately.
You know how I feel about the music? I feel like if any of these rappers living what they talking about, they would not make it in the industry. I ain't dissing nobody, because it's hard. Soon as the police hear you talking about some stuff, they start investigating you. One day I was with Thug, we was in New York. I never forget it. We on our way back, and the police standing right there. We in Subway. The police standing right there watching us the whole time. As soon as we walking out, he like you. He got a dispatch call that against me. But he just want my ID to run my name and make sure I ain't got no warrants, I'm free to go. But basically, he just wanted to identify who I was. And I had a warrant on me. I made it back to Atlanta and everything. No locked up, no nothing. But I didn't know what was going on until I was in the feds. And I'm like, dang, these folks trying to identify who I was. So it's hard to rap about. That's why I don't do music. Because I'm going to tell on myself. That's what everybody doing. I ain't putting myself in jail. You crazy. And then the moment some people put out music saying, this person will do this, or do that person will do that, I got a whole tag for something. I got locked up for driving with license. And the dude that was in the car with me, he spit on the ground. They locked me and him up. They locked him up just for being with me. And they charged him with spitting on the ground.
Oh, man.
So people won't believe it, but everything I'm speaking on is facts. You can go pull up my name, and you'll see this on my history. So when I see these rappers out here talk about they killing this, or they smoking this, and they doing this, if you actually killed that man, and you just confess to it, like, you just killed your whole self. But why is you still free? You ain't had nothing to do with it. You kept. And these kids thinking that, oh, I gotta go out here and kill somebody so I could be a killer rapper. I gotta go out here and rob somebody so I could be a robber rapper. I could rap about this stuff. Man, you better be 2 feet in the rap game. You can rap about somebody else like just like 90% of these other rappers. So that's why I don't condone it. I don't promote it no more. Like I don't.
Recently, there was an interview with Adam 22 where he interviewed Pop Smoke's killer, right? And I felt when I watched that, I'm like, I wouldn't have given him the limelight. You know what I mean? I don't think it needs to be, I don't think that's good for the kids to see. You know what I mean? Oh, well, he killed somebody and he got out young, so let's do an interview with him or him talking about everything he went through. You feel like that's, when you think about them interviewing somebody like that, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts? I don't know nothing about the Pop Smoke situation. I was in jail. I don't know if the boy really did kill him. But
He claims he killed him, right? He claims he killed him and that he
because he
is
asked
sorry for it. Not that he doesn't want to be. He's just like, I'm not sorry for it because it happened.
But you gotta look at our environment. I don't know the situation, but more likely their intentions wasn't probably to go kill him. You know what I mean? You got so much clout going on. Everybody want clout. They rob him, whatever happened, it go wrong. I rather go wrong every chance.
Yeah.
But what I get from it now, with my mindset now, is Adam doing him a favor. You shine the light on him to give him a chance where he won't have to go out here and try to rob somebody else. He can make money off his story. I RIP Pop Smoke, and I pray that, you know what I mean, this kid can have a chance to, better himself, and nobody gonna try to retaliate against him. But the truth of the matter is, putting him on that show, it's bad, but it's also beneficial to him. He can put some money in his pocket. He can find something to do with that money. Because if you don't give him a chance, what he gonna do?
right back.
Right back.
That's a good point.
I'm pretty unbiased. Like I meet people. I believe I ain't really gonna judge somebody until I meet them myself, and I come up with my
But who are you to judge?
Exactly. No, I'm saying this, right, in this aspect with you. A lot of people out there would say this is who a person is and they will judge. Me, being in this industry, like, I'd rather meet somebody and get to know them there. If I would have listened to the media's perception of you, your answer right there would have shocked the shit out of me. You know what I mean? But I do know that you are way more intelligent than the media is trying to make you believe, and you're saying that in this. You know, just the way that you look at this kid and them giving them an opportunity and giving them light, right? So is that something that bothers you? Think it's people thinking like, oh, you're just some dummy criminal that went on trial and that's it. Does that bother you at all?
No, I prepared myself mentally for this. I didn't expect it to come out to be this way. It's about taking accountability. And I keep telling people that you got a chance to correct your wrongs. As a man, correct your wrongs. So when the media, I see what they doing. The media is poisoning. Because you got people still right there now. Now they saying I killed my friend. See, if anybody know anything about me, I'm going to die for my friend. If I ever betrayed anybody, it's because they did something to me. The blogs ain't trying to figure out what happened, what was what. They don't care. A lot of people in Atlanta, you know, they gonna ride the wave. Whatever's going on, okay, yeah. Because first I was a killer. Then next thing you know, I started doing music. Everybody loved me. Then okay, he snitched. Cause you know it's just different stuff that people are gonna go off in the blogs. Once the blogs start promoting stuff, they gonna ride the wave. So I don't even pay attention to the blogs. When they like right now, I see a lot of them be posting me. When I got out of jail, I sat there and spent 6 months. Going and read every comment, watching everybody who I knew like posters and everything. I went there mentally prepared it in my mind. So now when I see people, don't speak to me. I ain't got nothing against you. Just don't speak to me. You said what you said about me. I'm the same person that took the shirt off my back and put it on you while it was raining. These people who you trying to speak on ain't never even acknowledged your presence. So don't talk to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
You called me up here, you gave me a chance. This whole thing right here, it shine a light on me for me to speak up. Because everybody want to paint me out to be the bad person. I ain't no saint. I never pretend to be. A lot of people are wrong in this situation. Everybody is wrong that's involved. And the best thing people can do is go to God about it. Don't blame nobody else. Take accountability.
What do you think the media is trying to do by publicizing everything?
Get paid. Only thing you get paid off is negativity. As soon as you go talk positive, don't nobody want to hear that. I get on there and say I'm dumb, I don't drink water, and everybody gonna be happy. Then I get right on there and
Looking for an easy way to get that.
some water in their face. Did you say drink water? Don't nobody want to hear that. I get on there and say I'm dumb, I don't drink water, and everybody gonna be happy. Then I get right on there and drink some water in their face. Did you say you don't drink water? I tell them I don't drink water, and it's just that's what they gonna go out for. It's crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So since that trial has started, and now everybody's sitting there, they're calling you snitch. You're not somebody that's ever backed out. I see you constantly in your neighborhood. I see you constantly out with the public. You're not afraid. Safe to say you're not afraid, right? And you've mentioned this multiple times. Do you feel like mentally that it changed you though?
No, it destroyed me. This whole thing, like, because you gotta understand, despite whatever going on, people can feel how they want to feel. I don't care. I don't care how nobody feels, because at the end of the day, nobody don't care about me. If I was to drop dead right now, everybody go. So why be concerned about how they feel? All I ask you is please don't try to harm me or nobody with me. Because if you miss, I'm going to make sure I hurt everybody you care about. And I'm going all the way. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to run from the police, no nothing. I'm going all the way because I don't want no problems. So when I'm out and about and people say, hey, can we take a picture? Yeah, I'll take a picture with you. If I see somebody looking crazy, I'm like, bro, you got it, bro. I'm going to say something first because I'm going to go all the way. And I don't want to go all the way.
And so people that are accusing you of killing Tay, which is your friend?
These blogs are.
Yeah.
But people in Atlanta know. If I went in this spotlight right now, Oh man, I be on the news every day. There's no doubt about it. That's how I feel every day I wake up. I want to go get some smoke so bad. But I got it. Me and Tay started doing the music together. And Tay was like, Woody, if I don't make it, as long as you make it, bro, we made it. So I try to focus on that. I got my daughters. They ain't never get that. I didn't get to be a part of their life for real. They constantly throwing me in jail. But I got to take accountability. I was out here being stupid. So
how is losing him impacted you?
Man, man, I'm so conflicted, man. Like, for real. I wake up with different mood swings. Like, I might wake up mad with the world. But the people showing me so much love that it's like, that's why I don't like. Don't show me the love. Make me feel like I don't care. I'm gonna tear this shit up. But now they showing me so much love, it's stopping me. And it's giving me purpose to move forward. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Because
you recently stated that you don't feel really comfortable with too many people walking up to you, but now it looks like it's changing.
It's not changing. Okay. I'm very observant. Dude just ran up behind me at South Carolina Mall.
Don't do that.
I studied, yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah. He almost went to see his people.
Yeah.
That's the thing, but like you said, I don't read, but I can read. Like, you could feel it.
Right.
It's like the difference when you go through like Times Square when you in New York. When you in that city, you could feel the stress. You could feel the pressure. It's anxiety. Mm-hmm. Feel it. Same thing when you in the public, because when you at the airport and here and there, just getting groceries and doing your day to day, you could tell if it's love off the rip. And then when somebody look at you kind of sideways, you could feel it.
It's love now though. Like,
good.
Throughout my whole life, I never felt this much love. I never felt no love like this. Like, I just come outside. I woke up and like, wow, look at this. I didn't expect this outcome.
I was gonna say, you probably sound like you caught off guard by that. Like, really?
Yeah, because you gotta understand, the world saying I'm this, I'm that. But me, I mentally taught myself to be mature when I was incarcerated. So it was like, when I got out of jail, nobody didn't know what was going on. But I'm not gonna let nobody, take the fall for my bullshit, my shenanigans. Yeah. So, despite how the world may see me, right is right. And when it's time to be right, man, I'm gonna be right. I ain't gonna be that evil person that I used to be.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I feel this and because I feel that. Nah, man. If this what it gotta be, then it's what it is.
Yeah. That's a big reason why we wanted to have you down here, man. Because thank God for social media in the sense that, in a lot of ways, you wouldn't really be able to tell your side of the story unless you write a book and it come out years later, and then somebody happens to read the book and now they know the true story.
I actually got a book.
Okay, cool.
But now that because I wrote a book when I was in the feds. So from 2015, from June 25th, I got arrested June 10th, 2015. Got out September 9th, 12th, September 22nd. No, I got out September 12th, 2019. But I wrote the book, and it was called Atlanta Stand. And it was all the things that I did. It was basically like a confession. But when I read it again, I'm like, no, this too much. I mean, yeah. And I thought about the kids. These kids gonna hear this stuff and they're gonna take it the wrong way. They be like, what? I want to do this. Because that's how I did. I came up listen to some rappers, and I heard my favorite song was "Welcome to the Mind of a Maniac," and I swear you couldn't tell me I wasn't a maniac. Yeah, I was out there, and everybody who know me personally know me. I was hanging out the car, having fun. Listen to that. You knew me when you heard that song come down the street.
That's a good one to go crazy too, that's for sure.
Now, people coming up listening to these musicians, right, and then you get the opinions, right? I'm not sure if you were familiar with GUUNA at all. Like, was that somebody that you, obviously being around Thug, you had to meet GUUNA a few times?
Well, I met GUUNA like once or twice.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what do you think about everything? Like, because you speak about the way the world views you. What do you think about the way that the world viewed GUUNA and then him coming out and making music and still being just as popular, if not more popular now?
I think the world problem is they in the wrong business. Y'all worrying about, because you can't, people trying to blame or fault GUUNA for something that, first of all, GUUNA never portrayed to be all this stuff that they trying to make him be. You know what I mean? Gunna is a good person. You know what I mean? Even though I haven't spent a lot of time around him, but you know, I heard nothing but goods about him. And yeah, you know, I don't know how Gunna may feel about, you know, everything, but to me, I don't like it. You know what I mean? Because whatever going on with this case is on the involve the people that's dealing with this case.
Yeah.
Other people are putting their input on it, and they're not helping the situation at all. You're stirring up stuff. You're keeping stuff in the media. You know what I mean? Who knows what these jurors can see? You feel me? Whatever going on, just let it play out. Because if you ain't gonna go do nothing about it, shut your mouth. You know what I mean? I don't think Gunna is a snitch. No, because nothing he say is gonna be used in that trial. Taking a plea deal, everybody done took a plea deal. Everybody done took a plea deal. They done been going to jail. Every street person already know Gunna ain't did nothing wrong. He ain't gotta get on the stand and testify. You can call me a snitch all day. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It don't bother me. Feel how you feel. Just don't get out of pocket.
Yeah. And now there was recently, just this past week, Thug's kids made a song, right? And in that song, they dissed Gunna. Do you blame that on them just being naive?
I blame it on the media. I blame it on the internet.
They posted that or like it leaked or something?
They posted.
They posted. Oh, they funny for that.
Yeah, them kids out there. They in the streets.
You can tell by the lingo, boy.
They in the streets. Because you got to understand that we real people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is what we know. This is what we know. These kids they in their environment, and they seen the media. You know what I mean? They going off everything, and it's their dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know they hurt. You know what I mean? But like I say, man, you know, God will make a way.
Yeah. It's funny, I said when I was talking to my boy when I first heard about that shit, I'm like, that's how I want my kids to ride for me though. You know what I mean? They don't need they don't care about nobody else's opinion. They just ride with daddy, that's it. You know what I mean?
But it's about right is right, wrong is wrong. You feel me? Like the song made me laugh. I watched it so many times. But it's just like this not gonna help y'all dad.
Yeah.
Any negativity is not gonna help him. They got people don't want him. You know, it's hard for him right now. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what happens, it's hard. You know what I mean? The best thing he need his kids on there, you know, speaking on how they need their daddy back.
We miss you.
Yes.
Yeah.
His kids need to be on there and letting him be known.
That's the shit that help bring you home.
Right, because he's a good person, you feel me? Like, he's a good dude. And, you know, everybody out here doing the wrong things, it's not helping.
Yeah.
That's the tough part, boy. Because when you in there, it's like, y'all, please don't post that. Y'all, come on.
And you can't say nothing on the phone because they're gonna twist up all your words.
That's true too.
They gonna make your words be whatever they want it to be.
And it seems like Thug's father supporting Gunna sitting front row should be enough for the people.
Get a lot more for way less.
When he come home, they gonna have to go from there. You know what I mean? Thug is a pure-hearted person. And whatever differences him and Gunna got going on, I can't speak on it. I don't know. But I would hope that we all as people would not let these people destroy us, because this is their motive. If they can't convict this case, they gonna tear it apart because they don't like how big that label has become. They don't like the influence that label has gotten. You can't. A gang is a gang. A label is a label. You can't confuse them. You don't have. I can't speak on it. Okay.
Yeah, that's a perfect like ending point right there. I feel you though. And it's to me the wild part is I felt there was a time that aside from like the OJ trial that none of this was pushed out. I feel like the government is the one that's trying to cause the divide and say you are to hate this group. It's not this group, these criminals, and they're like you hate these criminals, and you're right. We don't know what the jurors see. We could pretend like, oh well, they're separated from everything. There's no way they can hear that bullshit. They got to be hearing through some source or some person that's walking by to be able to give information. So the whole
How could you not hear? It's just impossible not to hear. I got people 80 years old be like, I just love you. You be like, I don't even, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's impossible for the jury not to be tuned in.
So if you had an opportunity, and this was tough, you just let me know if it's allowed or not. If you had an opportunity to say something to Thug, what would you say to him?
Get on your knees and pray. God has the last say so. God has all the power. Nobody have more power than God. No matter what corruption is going on, no matter who think they have this amount of power, God has it.
Facts. I gotta pray.
And it took me a lot to realize that. I prayed, but I had doubt. Once you remove all doubt and you talk to God, God will give you what you want.
Is it tough to get to that space?
It's only tough when you ain't serious. When you're serious about it, it'll happen just like this.
And is that what is bringing you?
When you serious about it, it happens just like this. Not with yourself.
Peace today?
Yes, I've been to church every Sunday since I've been out. And even when I don't understand, just by just trying to stay focused and just trying to get to church, it was proven to God that I want to do better. So when I go out in public, I don't worry about nobody trying to harm me or hurt me, because I feel at peace. I feel, when I say at peace, I'm saying for danger or harm. But I just don't want people to know, when you see me, don't just run up on me, because I don't want anything negative to occur. But I be feeling protected by the Lord.
Interesting that you speak about church. I feel like I don't go to church anymore right now. But there was a moment in my life where I was running the church. And I did feel different. You know, I can't deny that. As much as I don't do it now, I can't deny that in those moments I didn't feel different. In your church, do they rally around you, knowing everything you've been through? Is that a space where you found comfort in the people there, being a person that really doesn't trust?
So Friday, after I got arrested in court on that Friday. I released that Monday. Wednesday came, and I guess my auntie told my preacher that I was out, my pastor, and he texted me. He like, "How you doing?" And I was real weak. I was in a state of mind where I was just like, man, I'm tired of it. I've been dealing with this stuff for like 10 years almost. And he was texting me, and he was like, well, the church is open. It's Wednesday night, and they having some type of, I forgot what it's called, but where they praying and worship. He said the doors are open. If he never told me the doors open, I wasn't going to go, because this trial had put me all in the spotlight, and I didn't want the people in church to feel like they was in danger.
Mm-hmm.
So when he said that, I came to church. And when I came, and the dude, it was another preacher and he did a wonderful job, and he was talking about everything I needed to hear. Once he finished, my preacher stood up, and he put me on the spot. And he told everybody, if you don't know who he is, when you leave, you don't know who he is. And they talked about, and he just told them who I was, and then, you know, he asked the church to pray for me and to embrace me. So everybody in the church came and gave me a hug.
Nice.
Them people hugging me, it took everything off of me. I left out of that church, not with a smile, but I left out of that church 10 times better than how I walked in.
Like, feeling lighter.
Yes.
And what's cool is you went on a Wednesday, so you didn't have the whole...
No, there's a lot of people there.
Oh, yeah?
It was
it's like Sundays? Okay.
Yeah, it was like...
Okay.
But
It sounds like they might have set that up for you to be present and pull you in to talk to you.
So the event that was going on, it was a 3-day thing.
Oh, okay.
So it was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but they just go pray and stuff. But it was a tribe. I can't think of the name of it.
Like a workshop, like a
revival.
Like basically, who?
Revival.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. It was a revival.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, Landon, let's go.
Oh, yeah. That's how you know white people go to church all the time. No.
For sure.
but that had to feel good. Now, in that, prior to that, would you say that you were just angry or were you feeling depressed?
You're watching you.
Man, I felt it. I felt it as in I put myself back together, but then to rip me back apart. And it was draining. It was because, you know, you trying to throw me in something that I have nothing. Like you trying to throw me in something that is. You trying anything in your power when you know it's bullshit. And yeah, man, I can't really say what I can't say much.
Yeah. Do you or have you ever battled depression and suicidal thoughts?
Not suicide. I think
because a lot of people have lost their parents young. We famously heard about the split personalities by YNW Melly, right? When you speak on split personalities, what do you feel is going on there inside of your brain? Like is it just like you're pissed off and you shut off to the world, or is it like somebody could just trigger something in you to change you?
Trauma, man. We have been through so much. That's why I listen to YoungBoy. And when I listen to him, I hear the words, but I feel it. I be like, man, he younger than me. That boy need help. They keep locking him up. It's the same thing they were doing to me. So they feel like we're a threat. So they gonna lock us up. But when they locking us up, they're destroying us. They're making us worse. Get him some help. If y'all got him for some drugs, put him in a drug treatment program. Didn't he just tell the probation officer he wasn't gonna stop smoking or drinking, whatever he told him? Why y'all gonna put him in jail? Y'all hear him in his songs. So now when we got this trauma and we dealing with it, and y'all releasing that back out here to the public, what y'all expect from us? Y'all locking this man in the house on house arrest 3-4 years. Y'all showing the world that we don't have no constitutional rights. What else we can do? Because all we saying is, man, this ankle marks on our leg, or man, my probation officer, or whatever, you know, is they holding on this. I've been on probation, man. I've been on probation ever since I've been an adult. I finally got on probation the last time I was just rich. I got out of jail 90 days later. So here they go. They got me. I'm like, why y'all got me? They said that it's an investigation. I said, what y'all investigating me for? They took the car keys from me.
What was that?
They took the car keys from me.
Siri.
Oh.
And went and found the car and said, oh, we found a gun in the car. You got me from an investigation, but now you don't want to discover that it's supposed to be a gun in the car and you gonna charge me with a gun? So y'all violate. I beat that charge all day, but what they did, they violated my bond conditions, what I was out on bond for, with this new stuff right here to put me back in jail because they said I'm on Instagram threatening to kill somebody. That's not right. You feel me? Like, okay, just because y'all feel like I'm a threat to society, okay, prove it. Yeah. Don't just sit right here and torture me and lock me up and lock other people up because y'all going off this fake image that we portraying to be or have. Because it's all entertainment. We doing stuff for entertainment. This is the only thing that we gonna get paid off for, getting on social media, acting like we stupid, acting like we crazy and killers, but we humans. We all have a heart.
Yeah.
And what they doing to certain people is very wrong. And they use us to kick it. They make us kick each other.
Now, why do you feel, or did you ever get like to the bottom of why the mayor felt that way about you?
I was bad. Yeah, I was bad.
He said that like a badass kid. Like I know.
Well, you bad.
Yeah, because if you do something to me, I'm gonna do something bad to you. So the police block the streets off while I'm riding 4-wheelers, making me run to the stop sign. Oh, okay. But
now back home, Cleveland Ave, you still like they still love you and respect you over there?
I don't care what nobody do behind my back, but in my face, I'm gonna respect you, and I'm gonna look for the same thing in return. I love everybody on Cleveland Avenue, and if any one of them ever need me, they ain't even gotta call me. and it don't have nothing to do with no game or nothing. It's just what it is. So I can't speak on it because, like I said, these people, you know how they is. I choose not to talk to nobody.
Is it through God that could keep you that, like, you stays pretty positive and confident, and a lot of people have trouble just doing that on a normal day, right? Most of the people I meet on a day-to-day basis are struggling with themselves or standing up, or you just most people can't even pop their chest out. You feel me? Like, you could see people. Like, today I'm on a treadmill at the gym and I'm looking around. It's on the second floor and I'm looking at people. And I'm like, damn, there's so many people that are dead ass, head down, dragging. They don't got that. You walk with it. You walk with confidence. Is it God or is it just something that's instilled in you?
I had a lot of time to understand myself. That's what people got to do. People got to figure out who they are. And once a person find out who they are, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard for them to, you know, engage with a lot of stuff. So, you know.
Basically, what he's saying is you gotta find yourself from you being you, and you having the confidence that you should have. Then you letting somebody else mold the opinion about yourself or making you into something that you're not, or there's some stuff that you don't want to do.
No, I know who I am, and I know what I'm gonna do. I ain't the toughest, I ain't the gangster, but I love everybody. You feel me? Like, I respect everybody, every single person, even a person at one point in time. I can't live on this world. We both can't be alive together. But guess what? If I was to see him and he keep going by his business, I keep going by mine. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, hey, we survived it. See, people want to play the game until they lose. You got to understand, you winning. If you're alive and you free today, you winning. Yeah. Make better decisions, man. That's what I had to learn. Shh, I been there, man. I put me in the room. My roommate had life sentence. This boy like 22 years old, 21 years old.
Already.
Yeah, no money, no nothing. He ain't even. I'm telling him, you need to be reading.
So.
Yeah, what he in here doing? He in the hole for cussing out the captain of the jail.
He's still playing.
He talking about he's such and such gang. I'm sitting here looking at you. How you such and such gang?
Hey.
Then when I hear his history, you was a opposition. So how you do put in work for the game and then become food to that game and then you want to switch on? So once I seen that with the game stuff, I said, look, Shawty, look, you got too much time for you to be trying to participate in the game stuff. You need to be learning this law. Because police make mistakes every day. And we miss them. Your lawyer don't know what you know. You need to go find out the errors and point it out to your attorney. And you got to also remember that these attorneys, they're going to get the same paycheck whether you win or lose. So you need to make them do their job. See, I learned how to write the Georgia State Bar. When these lawyers went to tell me, man, you're going to take these 7 years and 5 years, I tell you lying to me. I go right back to my cell and write Georgia State Bar. Put case laws in there and they write me back and have the lawyer come down there with face red. You try to see me for 7 years. You try to see me to prison for 7 years for terrorist threat. Man, you lying to me.
Case law, no joke.
And Fulton County is full of kids. They're full of kids, man. No guidance. And they throw all the kids in there together. They don't put the young people and the old people together. So imagine a dome full of young people.
Yeah.
What they fit to do? Who will point to each other, fight, go to court, get life, get down there and get in that room by themselves and cry themselves to sleep, and play tough the next day when they're in front of everybody else.
No guidance.
And then 30 years go by, and they still in the same prison, or another prison, still in that same environment. Life goes on.
At what point would you say you were able to say that you knew who you were? Because we were saying part of the confidence that you walk with is because you know who you are. At what point did that happen?
It happened when I was in the feds. It's a different environment. You got a more mature people. You got different people that you're around. You can't be young and stupid. You feel me? Like they ain't doing none of that. You got people gonna sit right there like read. Once you start doing something different, you start liking. I started liking reading. So once I started like reading, I started reflecting back on all the cases I could have beat.
Have you ever, like, since this whole trial's been publicized and everything, right? While outside, has anybody made threats on your life?
I'm gonna carry myself every day as a threat is made on my life. Every single day until I leave this world. I'm never gonna put my guards down. Because every person that I know that put their guards down, they lost their life. Yeah. You got kids nowadays coming up thinking, oh, if I do something here, I get a scratch. I was one of them kids. I seen a big person that was in the game. I was looking at him like, I'm gonna get him. Because when I get him, I'm gonna take his thing. Because I was misled. I thought, at one point in time, I thought that what it was about. Because he was an opposition on what I was. When I thought I was a gang member. So, when I sat down with someone else that was a gang member with a different mindset, and I saw what his mindset was based off, like protecting and governing our community, helping out the people in our community, I was like, oh, this is different. This ain't what I thought it was. So, I learned, I take this right here from this, I take this from this, and put all it together and, base my mindset off of that. Before I wasn't Cam, I was Cam.
Yeah. At one time, that was the way the world was, right? It used to be like there was the kingdoms, and somebody would try to knock somebody else off the throne. That's how you got on the throne. So like that's human nature, in a sense of how we all really, if all these laws weren't introduced and our way of life wasn't changed, that's kind of how the world always was. You step up when you take over the throne. Yeah.
That's not really how it's supposed to be. Because it can be your downfall. Mm-hmm. So, I taught myself that whatever you got, that's what you got. It's not my business. So, if me and you doing business, right, and you making 100,000 and I'm making 20,000, I ain't worried about you making 100,000. I'm only worried about the 20,000 that I'm making. Now, if you trying to interfere in my 20,000, then we got an issue. So, nowadays, people want to worry about what you making and be like, they want what you got. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's absolutely what it really be about. They want your position. You know what I mean? People be mad because they be wishing I fall and God just make a way for me every time. Right now, so many people mad at me because they just like, how you keep getting lucky? How you keep? Because my heart been pure from the start. I wouldn't wrong nobody. Despite how nobody feel toward me, I never wrong nobody. Nobody. Because I think like this. Even if it's somebody I don't know. I don't do stuff for the media. Sometimes I be like, I'm going to show them because, certain stuff. Yeah. But who cares about the positivity? The negative way it goes. Yeah.
Even with this platform and what we do. A lot of people like seeing more like, the guys got in an argument. Yeah, the chaos. And carry off of that opposed to all the positive things we're doing and all the positive conversations and the great things that happen in this conversation. Every time we had this situation, we had Roger Bonds up here, who was Diddy's former head of security. When we had Kelsey, which was it was Kelsey, Megan Thee Stallion, and Tory Lanez in that car. She was the other person that everybody said shot Meg. Right? When we had her up here and she spoke her true side, they're like, oh, well, I can't believe you gave her a platform. Nobody cares about what she has to say, so it's always about the negative.
So why is you tuned in?
See what I'm absolutely.
Saying? You tuned in, you watching. So you gotta understand this. People are putting their comments on there because they feel as in they can be seen, they can be heard. It's so many people in the world that want to be heard, so they're gonna say something negative because they feel it's gonna draw attention to them. Right now, I have family members that trying to put negativity with my name. I have been through so much negativity, it's just to the point like, don't play with me. Because you ain't ready for what I'm bound to bring to the table now. And then everybody be looking like, Woody, you wrong for that. Nah, leave me alone. That's all I ask anybody for, because if you ain't taking it all the way there, I'm gonna take it all the way there. So when I see people come up on my posters with the raps, I say right then and there, this is a peasant. And I don't think I'm bad at nobody. I call this person a peasant because you focus on the wrong thing. It ain't like I'm out here trying to be this gangster, this tough guy. I'm out here with a different mindset to provide for me and my family because of what we've been through. And I'm never acting like an angel or a saint. I learned from my past. Don't send me back.
As I recently seen you in the back and forth on social media, right? And in the comment section, you could see everybody saying Woody don't play. Right? You could tell he's not fucking around.
I don't.
And it was, I think it was like SETI something, that dude that was sitting there fucking with you while you were on IG Live. Look, obviously you were on the live with him, so, you know what I mean, there was some reason that you were on his live or he was on your live. I don't know how that went down, but...
So let me explain.
What did you feel about that?
So when I got out of jail, right, and I told you I watched everything everybody had to say about me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this person, I'm gonna get this person, I'm gonna get this person. Said Nash was one of the people. I was like, I'm gonna catch him. So I used to watch out, Woody this, Woody that. I'd be like, okay. So one day I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna call him. And I called him. And he answered. And I told her, I said, I'm gonna get you. I want you to know. If I ever run across you, I'm gonna get you. I want you to know I'm gonna get you, so don't say I snuck you. And he was like, man, I ain't studying none of that you talking about. And when he said that, I was like, dang, I like this nigga. You feel me? Like,
you want to play.
He said it like he said it like he really wasn't studying out what I was talking about. But I was saying to myself, okay, good. Get you. But the more I started listening to him, I started to get I started feeling a good energy from him. So I started talking to him. I like, dang, bro, you sitting here speaking so much about me. You don't know nothing about me, bro. You somebody's rat, snitch. Hey, do your research. I ain't that person that just hang around. Front row. So you gonna speak on me, speak on front row. Figure out what's going on before you speak on something you don't know what you're talking about. And then he like, I'm open to listen. Now I ain't telling you about nothing going on in the past. You feel what I'm saying? Just do your homework. That's what you do, right? So you on here bashing me and you trying to cause you're gonna get somebody hurt. These kids watching this stuff, they run up on me, I'm gonna hurt them. And I'm gonna stay right here and wait on the police to come, because guess what? The DA office or whoever leaked that interview out, they're I can't talk about that.
Yeah.
So, it's a chess game that, evil people want to play. And I don't want to go back into that wrong mindset, because at the end of the day, man, we got one life and one life only.
At one point, people knew you as YSL Woody, right?
Nobody knew me as YSL Woody. Anybody that called me YSL Woody was somebody that didn't know me.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Okay, so that you pretty much just answered the question right there, right? But there's a group of people that were out there that knew you as that, and it seems like that's not something that your name was ever really connected to. That's
so because of the friendship I had with certain people, like we didn't grow up together. So, because of the love I got, just like you, I'm gonna put on for you. That's what we do in Atlanta. Like, and we kick with each other. We gonna put on for you. So, I might say YSL, I might say this and that, but they don't make it me a part of anything. And that's just what it is. Like, so when people say YSL Woody, if you ever look, I go correct it. I go put Lil Woody on there. I put Woody on there, and go from there.
Are you still in contact with any of them, like the YSL people that are free? Like, do you still have any bonds with any of those people, or are you just disconnected from them all?
I'm disconnected.
So that whole situation was never family. There was nobody in that circle that was ever like considered family to you. You know how, like, so with this, right, with the Danza project, we've grown to be family. Some of us, where we talk every single goddamn day, from just doing a podcast together and, somebody just operating on a computer to somebody that I talk to. You never built a bond with anybody in there that just kind of became like, that's family?
That's a trick question.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear
Yeah,
you. That's the difficult part in this, knowing that there is still like so much that is going on in the world that you really can't even discuss, which is it is kind of wild to think about, because it's almost like they'd rather you look like Public Enemy and never let you be human. You feel like that is that exhausting?
This whole thing is exhausting. It's
Can't imagine.
it's
bro.
crazy, man.
Can't imagine.
Yeah.
Because even when you don't want to think about it, you still got to think about it.
Right.
It's not like a job. You get the clock out and be done with it. This shit is morning till night. Wake up in your dreams, in your sleep, in your nightmares. Time.
Everywhere you turn, it's right there. It's right there. You got all type of stuff where, you know what I mean? You got, it's just difficult, man, because you got people so itching to get you to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And switch it up. Like, I don't right there and say, well, I just got on live the other day, like, look, just put this in the mailbox, and I'm talking about my social security card.
Yeah.
And you know what they said? Oh, he make it play. He some boy and girl, dog food or something.
He with the cartel now.
Yeah. So the blogs go to posting it. So it's like, okay, the blogs playing it. Like, why are you doing it? You feel what I'm saying? It's a trial going on. Y'all trying to make it seem like I'm out here. So y'all trying to put me back in jail. Y'all trying to put me on investigation. I don't condone no drugs.
Yeah. That it's tough. You know, even sitting down talking about getting this interview done, I'm like, how much shit would they try to like pin on us to say like, oh, you were trying to say this or you're trying to say that? Like, you it's hard to have a real conversation.
It's not hard. You just gotta be direct and,
For sure.
and say what you trying to say. Direct.
So is it tough though, like in on a day-to-day basis, talking to people you fuck with, to kind of think like, damn, I don't know if you're trying to set me up or no shit like that? Is that rough too?
Nah, cause for real, I ain't one of the people you play with.
Yeah.
You better be for real. I keep telling you that. So if anybody call me, it depends. You know what I mean? What I got going on, I'm calm. Or they can pull up on me, either or. Because like I said, anybody can be touched, anybody can be got. I ain't running from nothing. I ain't I keep saying that because that's the wrong mindset. I trying to get rid of that part. But yeah, man, like it is what it is.
What it is.
So I heard an interesting story of how, and I just found this out because I'm doing research, right? Thug's brother Funk, right? And they were saying how he got out and he kind of got like set up on he left switch cars or something, and they picked him right back up. Do you feel like he was set up?
Yeah, you know that was. Because at the end of the day, if people come forward saying, this is mine, and whatever happened, why is you going to send this man to prison for something that he didn't know nothing about? You feel me? Like, that's like my case. Y'all say y'all found a gun in the back seat. If I'm a driver, how the hell I supposed to know it's a gun in the back seat? So they are dirty, and it's a vendetta out. You feel me? Like, it's get that boy. They after him. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. I got you. You know, when you're talking about situations like that, it is true. It's always been that way, that the government tries to make an example out of something, especially when you got elections that are coming forward, people trying to maintain their positions, because they're doing the same shit that you're talking about, right? They're looking for the top spot. Ain't no more powerful or more corrupt.
So let me point something out, right? Oh, I can't talk about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, but there's no more powerful entity than the government. You know, so at any given moment, they want to sway to the minds of the people. Look at what goes on in these elections.
So look how the government work, right? The government is about control. So once you get a certain influence, they want to be able to control you, because once they can control you, they can control your influence. And this is what's been going on for so many years. We just wasn't prepared for it. It's like right now. The government won't ever be able to control me. Lock me up. Okay, I know y'all gonna do that, so I keep myself already in part of my mind be incarcerated. Because I know that in the day y'all want to, y'all can do it. Y'all been putting any fake charges on me. Y'all dragged me in the case almost 10 years ago. So it's just like, it's crazy.
Now this case here has been going on for what, about 2 years, right? This been a long ass case.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been.
I heard something recently saying that it was one of the longest cases in Georgia. Like that's how long it's been going on. Now I don't know if you're at liberty to discuss this, but there's that famous moment where Brian Steele gets arrested for going back and forth with the judge about a secret meeting that went on, and you were recently live and you said that not everything was there in the transcripts. What do you, based on all this that you know, because there's nobody that knows what you know, what do you think the outcome of the trial will be?
Ooh, they got their freedom, no matter what happened. It don't take a rocket science to figure that out. You can hit. I don't know. I don't tune in with the case. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I just think that if people pray and go to God about it and put their situation in God's hand, they're gonna get the best outcome that God want them to have.
Has anybody in the industry, and you don't have to mention them by name, but reached out to you to just kind of be there by your side, or has it been empty?
Now, a couple people have reached out. People try to tell me to do the music, but if I do music, it's gonna be the wrong message. Cause I can't rap about. I'm going through this positive phrase now, so it's like I can't rap about it because I ain't got a chance to really fully walk it, and I still got this other side of me that I haven't let go.
And then you fuck around and say something one way, and they gonna try to point it, make it look like this way. His new song, it said this.
That's what the media want. They like to debate. They like to have something. You feel me? Like right now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, man, I read every DM in my message. I don't get respond back because it's so many, but I just read and be like, wow. When I was just incarcerated, it was so many people hating me, talking about my kids, this and that. Like, I got out of jail with the wrong mindset. Like, I was like, I'm gonna teach somebody. I was looking for somebody to set an example for. But now, you know, like I said, I prayed and I just, God lead me the way. Now it's just like, okay, good.
You think it's healthy to read all the comments like that, though?
Which ones? Now,
all of them. Do you think it's now seeing all this stuff on social media, all the stuff they say about you?
The negative shit, the trolls.
Oh, I don't even see the trolls. I straight block them out the rip. Block. Because it be people that I even punked out. They shoes dirty. Like, they ain't got no.
Really not about shit.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing going on.
They just type it.
Peasants. I like the word because that's something I use when it comes to the trolls. Peasants.
Yeah,
There's a lot of peasants out there. They feel. Look, I do a podcast, right? Like, cool, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it if you want to.
But it's better for you. It's better than what they doing.
Yeah.
Right.
All they doing sitting on the internet ain't making a dollar. They sitting there, I'm coming up on his post. I ain't getting paid for it.
Look at his hat.
I got 5 likes.
Yeah, that is what they be thinking about. Like every time I had a situation where I pressed somebody on the podcast, because it is real. Like this is real life. It's not always gonna go as planned. You know what I mean? We did damn near 220 episodes. Like it's not always gonna go positive, but for the most part, it's positive because we speak to people that are in a better. Like I speak to not. It's not like we sat and we spoke on the phone for 4 hours before we do a show, but I spoke enough to know that you're in a space that's a positive space, right? Like you ain't looking to come up to some interview to start arguing with somebody, right? But some people be like that sometimes, randomly. And when I get up and they see me and they're like, oh, every time it's all just say, oh, I didn't know he was that big. I'm not, just because I sit and talk to people doesn't mean I'm some random bitch, but this is what people on the internet do. And they try to entice you. Oh, well, I know Woody from this, so they feel like at some given moment they could be prideful and shit like that. Blocking them is something I gotta get better at because I be talking shit back and forth with them. I keep getting, my social media gets banned every...
It's fun blocking them.
Yeah.
As soon as I see it, I be like, block. Because they got to make a whole nother page. Come on, make that other page. I can do it again. Block.
Yeah.
You go make another. So, but I'm going to tell you what gave me watching Charleston White.
Come on, shout out to
Yeah, man, I used to watch Charleston White. Man, I be like, how you do it? Because I've been crashed on one of these fools. Like, they playing, but when he spoke on YOUNGBOY, And I heard what he said about YoungBoy. I was like, oh, this guy's smart. Like, I had a different point of view, and then he spoke on me. Like, he spoke on me when I first, like, last year.
Okay.
And he said everything that's going on in my situation. And I was like, he was so accurate. I was like, buddy, who he be talking to?
Yeah, I think that's everybody's perspective on him. They'd be like, oh, okay, he knows something. Hold on.
Right.
You listen to him long enough, and it's over.
So when I was like, okay, he trolling everybody, he talking like this, and you feel me? Like, okay.
See, Charleston got good.
But when he started doing stuff to people, you see who started going to jail? Him.
Yeah.
See, everybody else be doing the talking.
Yeah.
That's why I said, hey, I can learn from him. I'm learning from him. He don't chase these people. He don't did that. He locked up.
You know what he's really good at too? He got real good with finding the humor in it. Okay, say what you want about me. I'm gonna find a way to laugh in your face. You serious? Now you uptight. I'm laughing. He'll make a joke out of it. He could be fire hot about it, but you'll never know. You ain't penetrating nothing. I'm happy. Come on. And he'll just roast you and keep it moving. Like, come on, man, you broke. Show me your room. What that room? Get off my line.
So that's what I did. I watched him, and I built my strength when it comes to the media off of him, like, because he playing. You hear what he say? Where his name in the paperwork. So when I hear him say that, God say, they exposing everything, but they ain't exposing that. So it's like you can't listen to what the people say. They gonna hate regardless. You look at any person that's doing good and that's on the right track. You're gonna see a lot of great comments, and you're gonna see some bullshit. So you gotta just understand that what comes with it.
Word.
Yeah, that's wild. That I just spent the last week. Was it last week? But I was in New York with Charleston. And we went out to we did a bunch of crazy shit like 4-wheeling, drifting, like some shit that I ain't never think that I would do in my life. Yeah, he busted his ass out there. That shit got viral. But he is somebody that I've also started listening to that made me switch up how I was approaching that, especially being out there with him. You know what I mean? You get too much time with somebody else, sit there and they'll be like, listen, you motherfucker, like, you gotta stop doing this shit. You know what I mean? Because of that. And that's something I definitely gotta learn. Because I've done nothing but fuck up the progress of this podcast, talking shit to people on social media, because they talk so much shit, especially when they don't know shit about you.
So if I would have saw anything with you discussing me, and it was like, bashing me, I would have said that like you would say Nash. Say Nash bashed me a lot, but I had one conversation with him before a lot of stuff came out, and he showed me he was a man of his word. So he started doing his research. Like, I didn't give him no information or nothing, but he just started looking into who I was. And then, I don't know who else he was talking to, whatever, but his perspective of me changed. So when we got on live and we were just going, like, we talked to each other before we got on there, and we couldn't talk about the case.
Yeah.
So, we just got on there to just troll each other. But I tell you, like, I was trolling him. I wasn't serious with him at all. But sometimes I could go from 0 to 100 and I can't control it. So it's like, he done been out said a little thing. He could say your peanut head, and I got mad for real. Like, I'm gonna get you.
You got a serious ass trolling face though. I'm not gonna. I was watching this shit. I'm like, yo, Seti's done. You know what I mean?
I wasn't trolling no more. I was serious.
Yeah.
So I be telling him, I tell him like, but for me, you get cool. I'm gonna slap shit out of you though. I got to, bro. Like, you did too much to me. Like, I'm a bitch fool. I'm gonna beat you. I don't care how big you
is. Yeah, word.
See how I grew up? I slap shit out of you and run. I don't care. I slapped the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I said I'd do it, so I did it. Okay.
Exactly. But that Nash, to me, he cool. I don't care about what he got going on in his life, but his interaction with me, and I got respect for him. You know what I mean? He showed me he a man of his word. A lot of people ain't a man of their word. They be pretending, faking,
saying shit just to say shit.
Yeah, they want to look good.
Now, I don't know when it was exactly. I think it was last year. There was a rumor that you were murdered.
Who?
You.
Yeah, I'm be the one doing all that.
Yeah, did you hear about that back then? There was a rumor about that.
You said I'm be the one doing all that.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Because I just seen that face you made right there. That it pissed you off when you heard it.
Yeah, they gonna do that. That's how you know people be want to wish it on you so bad. You feel me? Like.
Now you losing Tay, and he's gone, and that. Father, your mother.
You can't even name.
Your best friend, right?
You can't even name.
Just the ones that you told us, right?
These are all, I can name 20 people that are very close to me. 20. And when I say very close to me, it's a daily basis thing.
So through all that, you talk about SETI doing research to find out who you are. We had to do research to find out who you are. And usually I stick away from doing research, right? I'm like, I just want to have a conversation with people. I just did a little bit more this time to make sure that this conversation was what it is. And what I still don't know, and what the world still doesn't know, from your perspective, is who are you?
Who I am?
Yeah.
I'm Woody. What you mean who I am?
Like, who are you? Like, what is your purpose?
In life?
What do you want people to know about you?
That you can learn from your mistakes. That your mistakes don't define you as a person. You know, just live your life, because other people gonna live theirs. And whatever you don't went through, you know, you ask for forgiveness and you be forgiven. Yes. I don't know how to really answer that.
So what do you want?
All right, y'all. That's a good ending point on the video, man. He said, whatever you do in life, and your purpose. His purpose is to live by that you can live by your mistakes, man. But if y'all like the video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Who My Ned is